So, why are we here? No idea, just don't die, okay? Jeffrey, are we even allowed to be teamed? Beats me, can't we get banned for this? Who cares about getting banned? I just want my daily 25 gold. Guys, the big void of knives is slowly creeping in. That's a thing? Who cares? Do you know how long it actually takes to die from that? Whoa, what's that? Obviously another World War II theme game with washed out colors and hot girls. Give me that! Whoa, don't play it. You're just supporting these companies that rebrand the same game and market it on the App Store. Don't touch my gold. We're screwed. Okay, so I know what you're wondering. How is Rules of Survival bad? Rules of Survival is great. It's a very fun and engaging game. Not to mention, it's on phones. Well, guess what, doofus? Have you ever considered that it's not a fun or engaging game, but it's actually a horrible cash grab knockoff? Yeah, but it's still on phones. Or is it? It is. Wait a second, I'm gonna go do something. Okay, so I made a petition to get it removed, and look, we already have 4 signatures. This has to work. Nope, it's still there. Well, damn, what a waste of paper. But yeah, Rules of Survival, it's something else. And before I get into the specifics, I want to just state my issues with this genre as a whole because, well, just look at it. It's literally a knockoff Chinese PUBG. I can smell the Chinese from a mile away. It's actually not that bad. You get used to it after about an hour or 12. But really, Battle Royale games in general are just the worst thing ever. Their whole, oh, well, you died, no big deal, you can just start a new game, you know, just a slap on the wrist, no dinner tonight. Thing means that they'll draw in a huge amount of players because, well, it's addicting, and you're incentivized to take any measures necessary to get that gold. And as we all know, the last thing you should ever touch is a man's gold. Hey, I see you trying to take my gold. You touch the gold, you get the, cold. I'm gonna order a large blizzard to your house, your school, even your Walgreens. And hey, Walgreens, that's no laughing matter. You see Walgreens walking down the streets, you look at him funny, he's gonna throw his entire surplus of off-brand candy at you. But yeah, these games are addictive in nature, and they draw in a huge amount of viewers because of how the internet likes to spread this kind of garbage. And people like to watch other people playing games, you know, just in case a free game costs too much. $0, sorry, I can't afford that. Hey, did you guys notice my new Gucci watch? And people either want to see each other fail and want to see the reaction when you're so damn close, but then you die. Or you're screaming into your microphone because you got a 1 kill streak. Because of how many people eat this up, they spawn a numerous amount of clones. Hence, Rules of Survival. In this game, it's something else. Like, I'm gonna be honest, trying to control this game, it's like, hey, what the heck? I fired at the guy. And I don't want to get all philosophical, but that's the difficulty that comes from when you add a whole nother dimension, because now these get shoot games, instead of being, yeah, this is fun, I like this, nothing like being stuck in the air. Like, really, how does that even happen? Like, watch out, it's Unsuperman with his unsuper strength, he can just, well, sit there as crimes happen. Now games are like bang, 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 and that's not inherently an issue. Companies have had like, what, 23-ish years to adapt to the 3rd dimension. But that's only when you have some sort of physical input, you know, a keyboard and a mouse, a lawsuit, an Octoling controller. Like, seriously, who designed this thing? Like, this is really just offensive to people who don't have fingers. What if you were born with stubs? Oh well, Nintendo's not for you. Stay away, kids. Hey, there's always Atari, the only gaming console you can play with your nose. Close enough. That's it, I'm starting a Tumblr account. My first post will be about Nintendo. Or White Deal, either one of them, really. It's a 50-50 chance. Like, just think about all the animals out there without hands, you know, squids. Squids got a game too. You ever see a squid walking down the hall? He has to game too, you know, he goes home, he just gets on his Switch, you know, he has a gay old time. Probably has more copies of Super Mario plus Duck Hunt than you. But because of the fact that there's no physical input with the phone, you know, you're just touching everything, this makes doing the simplest things like aiming or walking almost impossible. And I know people like to bag on touch controls, this is nothing new, but because of how aim heavy this game is, when the biggest mistake can be made by just sneezing. Maybe you need to get up to give your mom a glass of water. Hey, look, you just moved your finger. Then that's a bit of an issue. That's why the official port of Fortnite has auto aim and other conventions like that. These companies need to compensate for the lack of control. And now with that, I bet you're gonna be saying, yeah, there's a PC port. Like, that barely fixes anything at all. Like, yeah, you can properly aim and that's cool, that's radical, but there's several other issues that just accentuates that. At its core, Rules of Survival is just a poor man's PUBG, and if it wasn't on mobile, it would literally just be a PUBG clone. There's still issues like people who team, like, go burn in the fire, you know what, no, go burn in the ocean. Like, can I go for a second? People who team, just go eat a bag of pee-pee. You know how frustrating it is when you're in like the final 50, maybe even final 49, then you see like 2 people walking around and your dumbass thinks that, you know, hiding in the grass actually helps. Spoiler alert, you just look like you're special, and then you get trick shot, sniped to no scope. Like, what are you doing? This is a battle royale, not the Hunger Games. We're not in District 14. But you know what? I have a brilliant idea. Instead of, well, playing the game normally, here's what you gotta do. You get in a team with the entire lobby, all 104 people. You know, you make some terms, a couple of non-aggression pacts against the Soviet Union. Then you agree to help everyone. That way, no one has the incentive to kill you. But then, when no one's looking, you just give them the good old, hey, what the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're supposed to be teams. Son of a hoe, do you know how long it took to add him with this Japanese, Chinese, dirty knees menu garbage? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I give up. Try to be everyone's friend and you just end up Eminem. Okay, can we talk about this for a second? What the Sam Hill is going on here? Now look, I guess there were some translation errors and oversights, you know. This is a game made authentically in China. It's show in China, Korea and all. But what's with this? There's like 10 million plus users who've downloaded this game on Google Plus alone. And let's not bring up the BlackBerry copies. You're making me sweat. My point is, when this game has so much recognition, I'd expect someone to have gone through this, you know. It's not that hard to hire a translator. They only charge you like, what, a couple $100 per word? It's not that big of a deal. I don't need to eat. That's not a necessity. Food, water, what's that? I'm from Canada. I don't speak American. But you know what? I care about you guys. I want to emotionally manipulate you so you buy my merch in due time. So you know what? I'm going to give you a bit of advice. Now there's this really cool game going around the block. It's kind of like that PUBG, that Fortnite game, but it's Minecraft themed. This is truly a great time to be born in. With great graphics, amazing controls, astounding music, a great and engaging community, this game is truly one of the few modern masterpieces to be found on the Google Android App Store. In the clutter of garbage like adventure capitalists, you know, you gotta teach those kids to be money makers at a young age, because that's what it's all about. It's about the 25 gold you get when you download this game. But yeah, these games are just everywhere, and it's really annoying, honestly. It's like the bubonic plague, and YouTube and Twitch is London, meaning everyone is infected with rats, and people don't know what a toothbrush is. Like British ladies, you have nice accents, you know, your taste in tea is very refined. Personally, I prefer green, but whatever. You sip on whatever the heck you want, but you gotta clean your mouth. You have to have a clean mouth. The second your mouth is somehow radiating more energy than the sun, you have an issue. So in general, Rules of Survival, it's moi mal. It was made to be addictive and stream friendly, and I won't lie, that's a freaking genius business plan. But there's a lot of weird things going on behind the scenes, from the weird mistranslations and then, you know, just leaving some things here. Like, how do you not notice this? Like, English, please. To the several clones that this company has pumped out. It's really just shady stuff, but oh well. Snakes will snake. Giant companies will company. It's essentially a knockoff PUBG. And like the others that exist, nothing new's been brought to the table. It was just released on a platform that a lot of people have right now. You know, who doesn't have a phone? I see you, you're using your phone right now. You should be watching the video. And it had the right amount of growth to get to this place. Touch controls are garbage. The PC port is garbage. At this point, you're better off just going to McDonald's. There they at least have a playpen. The missing part to the Holy Grail, alongside Breaking Down Twitter Part 2 and Roblox Let's Plays, which is by far a better and definitive gaming experience. You know, great graphics, smooth and tight controls. The only downside as well, it's kind of embarrassing to be a grown-ass man playing in a McDonald's jungle gym. Hey, now you know how it's like to be a YouTuber. Shh! You're gonna get us caught. You're gonna get me caught. Toad, duck! Huh? Where? Hey, this game's pretty fun. You wanna play with me? Sure, why not? Yeah. Ah, you're so close. Gotcha. Yeah.